Okay, this is part 3 of 3 with Mama C, Charlotte O'Neal. We're talking about, from an international perspective, Facebook, Twitter. What have these things, what has social media done for Africa, for the people, for the struggle, for the movement, for the otherwise forsaken voice?
I think Facebook is one of the best inventions in this century. I'm on Facebook. Brother Peace on Facebook. Facebook is used as a tool. It's a tool for organizing. It's a tool for getting the word out. It's a tool. You know, that's why I can't understand why so many people of my generation are afraid of Facebook. You know,
It's a tool that can be used for good or for something else.
Yeah, of course, as any tool
As
can.
any tool.
You can bang somebody's hand with a hammer, or you can
Build
build
a
wall
home
with a hammer. So that's simply what it is, you know, a tool. Facebook, the way we have used it among some of the youth that I communicate with, we've started poetry clubs on Facebook, you know. We are able to keep up with each other and have wonderful conversations.
When you
know.
say organize, this is 2011, and I know that that is a word, that is a term, that is a concept that is at the very core of everything you stand for. Please touch on the concept of organizing, especially, for instance, and I know I keep going back to Barack Obama, I guess I'm showing my bias, but he was able to use those social media to get people out. And I saw black people in the poorest of neighborhoods who've never voted. I saw them turn out and vote.
Right.
For the first time ever.
Yes.
Social media.
I voted for the first time.
Did you?
For the very first time.
Why?
Because it was a very historical thing and I wanted to be a part of it, even though I knew in the back of my mind that Barack Obama wouldn't be able to change much of anything, but he put a gentler face on the whole presidency. It was a gentler face, you know. I don't know about now, you know. It's just, it's really sad to me the way he has kind of ripped off that gentle face, ripped off that mask of humanity, and is just doing what all the other presidents do. But we should have expected this, you know. It's the office is the office, you know, and it's not like the president has so much power. It's those behind the throne or behind the Oval Office who has the power. I know that, you know. But still, in the back of my mind, I was like, hey, this is a brother, you know.
What didn't similar things happen with Jackie Robinson?
What do you mean?
When he broke into the major leagues. They could have gotten someone else, but they needed someone who was going to withstand the hatred that was going to come his way. The way Barack dealt with John McCain during those debates 4 years ago, I don't know too many people, black, white, or otherwise, that wouldn't have reached across the table and tried to do some plastic surgery on Mr. McCain's face.
Yeah.
He kept his cool.
He did.
Showed
He's
poise.
a very, very intelligent, very poised, very beautiful person.
Would we have been better off with maybe another 4 years of a George Bush?
Well, of course not.
Well,
of
what
course
do we
I'm
do?
not saying that. But what I'm saying is that the office is the office. There's a certain structure in that office, and you got to toe the line. You know, he doesn't have enough power to change the government policies.
What about black people in this country? What power do we have that we are not using?
You have the power to. We didn't get on the organize. You got the power to organize communities to be examples. You got the power to teach people how to develop these lots, these empty lots that you see everywhere, and learn how to start growing your own food. You know, you got the power to teach your children how to learn in small study groups. When we were Panthers, I can speak for myself, I think that I thought that the revolution was going to be this cataclysmic occurrence that was going to happen overnight and everybody was going to be, you know, peace and love and all that. But with time, with the passage of time, with all these gray hairs that are in my head, I realized that it's not that. It's not even sustainable like that. It's a change that has to happen individually, that passes on to our families, that passes on to the community, you know, and that's our responsibility to change, to organize things like that. We did it as Panthers. We didn't have money to do that.
We have more money now than ever before. We drive bigger cars and we live in bigger homes. But I submit to you, Mama C, black people have gotten dumber.
It's
Well, I say people fresh out of slavery had more common sense than we do today because they built, you said save nickels and pennies. They saved nickels and pennies and built black colleges and universities. With all our money, all our education, all our jobs and big old houses, we're closing black colleges. The number is going down.
it's very, very true. And we have to realize that college isn't the meal ticket that it used to be. It just isn't. We have to look at other resources. We have to look at other alternative ways to do things. And one of those ways is to start making sure that our young people know how to build, how to plant, you know, how to carry themselves. These are the things
Lady,
that are
we
so,
having trouble showing them how to keep their pants up around their waist. You talking about building,
well,
organizing.
yes, but why give up? Why give up? I see pockets of these cadres all in the cities that I've been visiting. I've been visiting all across America. I see people like these young people that I see here in Atlanta who are organizing young people to change their lives, and the most important thing is to be an example. If you got it going on, if you have these skills, it should be up to us to pass these skills on. I'm adamant about that.
About
you know.
passing it on, mentoring, passing the ball.
Mentoring, yes, mentoring.
I've got mine and you've got yours to get.
Yeah. Well, you have to
That's
to
the attitude of some of us.
Some, yes, but not all.
Not all.
And this is what makes me hopeful. This is what keeps me inspired. This is what keeps me going, both here in America and in East Africa.
For the
fact that there are people who are committed to change, who are committed to upliftment and empowerment. It'll always be that.
One of the greatest blessings I have is a daughter. I have a son and a daughter. This little girl has forced a whole different side or part of the brain to be explored. One I never imagined.
Yes. So
What is your word to the little girl in America who sees you via this media, via this outlet, and wonders, well, why does she live in Tanzania? What is your message to the little girls in our community some odd years later?
My message is to love yourself. If you love yourself, you can love other people. Set a high standard. Set an example. Know that you are powerful. Know that you are beautiful inside and out. Know that you are smart. Know that you can change the world by starting to change yourself. Be strong, sisters.
Can you share any Swahili with us? We're always trying to educate. Teach us something. We learned Jambo last time.
Yeah.
That's hello, right?
Yes. Here's a phrase that I hope everybody can remember. Amani na upendo. That means peace and love. Blessings.
You're watching BMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.